Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda and today I have for you my TBR for the third annual Creating & Co. Read and Peace Readathon. I believe this is the readathon that really kicked off Paige over at Creating & Co. creating bi-monthly readathons 3 years ago. So I joined her second readathon. She had created the Enchantathon the following year. So this is the only one I haven't participated in fully because I missed the first one. But I'm really excited to be joining in again this year. This readathon runs from Monday, October 7th through Sunday, October 13th. And there is a hashtag as per usual if you want to participate in the photo challenges and just kind of share what you're reading on social media. This time it is CC Read in Peace, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Basically, it's kind of a chance to read spooky books, but also kind of a fun play on word because we all like to read without interruption, and hopefully during this readathon we'll get that, but we'll see. So there are, as per usual, 5 reading prompts and 4 photo challenges. I'm going to go through each of them, tell you what I plan to read, and then kind of quickly go over the photo challenges. I'm also going to leave a link to the blog down below, which has a bit more information. It explains what a readathon is, gives you access to the readathon planner kit if you are a planner person and would like to kind of have your planner match the week. And then it's got other things as well. I also have in my description box a link to the Creating & Co. book club on Facebook. So if you are not already a part of that and you would like to be, we talk about books all the time there. We do fun little name games. We also get to vote on like group reads for the readathons and things like that within there. So I guess that's all of the information out of the way. If you hear little nails on hardwood floor, it's my Aoife girl. She just tried to come visit, but she has to stay down for right now because she likes to get in my face. So starting off with the first prompt, it is to read the group book. And the poll hasn't officially closed yet, so I'm not entirely sure when that is going to be. It might be before this video goes up, but I'm not positive. But right now, the book that is winning is called The Babysitters, Coven. And I'm not planning to read this book. I don't exactly know a whole lot of what it's about, other than I assume the main character is a babysitter. But we usually have probably like 5 books that we vote on, and we try to suggest books that fit more than one prompt, because for Paige's readathons, if you can pick one book that hits all the prompts, that's perfect. Usually the group read hits like 3 to 5 of them. It's mostly like the 4 range. So I know this does hit quite a few of them and the like. But I'm not planning on reading it. It just doesn't really seem like it's a book that would really appeal to me too much. I'm kind of out of the whole young adult genre as a whole. So I just don't plan on picking this up. But definitely if you want to, check your library and reserve it if you can, or pick up a copy on Kindle or hardback, wherever. So the next prompt is to pick a book that you want to read in peace. So this is a book that hopefully you'll be able to get through without anyone interrupting you. I know that's not going to happen for me because I do live with my significant other, and we have 2 dogs, and we have his son. So I'll probably get interrupted. But a book that I would ideally like to get through without being interrupted is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Last year I read Dracula, and this year I wanted to read Frankenstein as well. I just didn't get to it. It's a book or a story that I know a lot of adaptations about, but I've never actually read the classic. So I really want to get into it and just see what it's about. Does anyone remember Borders bookstores? Because this is Borders copy or their like printing of classics. But this is a really nice copy. It's also an under 200 pages. Yeah, this one is 192 pages. So it should be a fairly quick read. I'll probably read it in bed, so more than likely I'll get to read most of it uninterrupted, but we'll kind of see as the week goes on. The next prompt is to read a book with pastel colors somewhere on the cover, whether it's the whole cover, whether it's the font, whether it's just a bit or piece of it. This kind of matches the planner kit that Paige released to go along with this readathon. It's got a lot of black and dark grays as well as pastels everywhere. So I have 3 options. I think the most likely book I'm gonna go with though is Out of Oz by Gregory Maguire. I'm working on a goal of finishing a couple series I've started that I own that are complete throughout 2019. So if I finish this book, it's the last book in the Wicked Years that I need to finish, so that would feel really good. But I also get through these books pretty slowly, so I'm not entirely sure if this will be the best readathon pick. I also have A Treason of Thorns, which is by Laura E. Weymouth. This came out recently. I actually just got it from Amazon today, and I'm planning to read it with Eric from Break Even Books. And I think he wanted to read it the first week of October, and this is the second week of October. So I might already have this book read by then. It does have a lot of jewel tones on it, but there are, like in the pink flowers, there are some pastel pinks, and there's also some pastel blues in it as well. So I feel like it could fit. And then I also have Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, which kind of has some pastel blues in the watercolory effects of the stag. I think that's what he is. So we'll see which one I get through. It's kind of, maybe I'll do like try a chapter for those 3 books or those 2 books if Eric and I do get to Treason of Thorns before the readathon starts. So we'll see. It'll be a surprise for the both of us, but I do like to have some options just in case I turn into a bit more of a mood reader during a readathon. So the next prompt is to pick a book that would be a treat to read. This is either like a guilty pleasure book, a book that you've had on your TBR for a really long time, anything you deem as a treat. For me, mine's a bit of both. I have Fallen by Lauren Kate. This is I think it's shape-shifting. It might be something about an angel. It might be something about a werewolf. I don't really know. I picked this up not long after I read the Twilight series. And so I was still kind of into that paranormal romance fantasy kind of vibe and setting, and I just never picked this up. I've had this book and the second book on my shelf for a really long time, and I found the 3rd book in really good condition at my favorite used bookstore. I think there's a 4th book, so I kind of want to at least get this first one read and find out if like this is a series I'm even gonna enjoy for the fun of it, or if it's just not worth having those 3 books on my bookshelf anymore. So that's gonna be my treat if I do get to it. It has giant print, so it should be pretty fast, but I think it's like a 350 page book or something. Let me see. Okay, no, it's 452. So only 100 off, like that's not much, right? And then the last reading prompt is to read a bewitching book. This is either a book that has witches or has spooky things, or it could be a book that you think is gonna put you under a spell or some sort of charm. So for that, I'm going with the witchiness, and I am reading The Wicked Deep by Shane Earnshaw. This came out last year, and I believe it was the group book for the second Read and Peace Readathon, but I don't remember. I know I didn't pick it up then, but I have since, and I just want to know what it's about. So basically, from what I know, I didn't really give synopses of any of these, so I guess I'm not going to start. But I think this one's going to be really fun. I've heard it's kind of set more during like late summer, but because it has witches in it, I think beginning of October will be a nice time to read it. And it's set in Oregon, which is close to me. I live in Washington, so it'll be nice to read a book kind of set in a place that I know a little bit about and the like. So we'll see how that goes. So right now those are the 4+ books I plan to read throughout the week. We'll see how it goes, what books I actually pick up. I don't know yet. We've got a couple weeks till then, so it'll be fun to kind of see as the week goes on what I do decide to pick up and read and kind of what my favorite book ends up being. And I will be doing a weekly vlog. Hopefully it'll be more successful than my NEWT's reading vlogs were. And I can kind of show you around a bit more as opposed to just, you know, sitting at my desk and updating you. I know on the 13th we're doing our family photos and kind of engagement photos, so maybe I'll be able to take you there and show you the venue where we're getting married and things like that. I don't know. So hopefully I can show you a bit more of what the Pacific Northwest actually looks like during this readathon as well. And then the photo challenges, there are 4 of them. The tried and true number 1 is your TBR stack. And for those of you who may not know, TBR stands for to be read. So just a nice little photo of all the books that you plan to read throughout the week. The second photo prompt is a photo with spooky vibes in it, so you can interpret that however you want, whether it's like a spooky book cover, whether it's spooky elements within your photo, anything really. And number 3 is cozy, so again, just whatever makes you think of cozy when you think of that word. And then the fourth, wow, I'm having a hard time talking right now. The 4th photo prompt is to post a picture of your plans and reads. So usually it's kind of like a picture of your planner spread with a book that maybe matches the planner spread, or with your TBR stack again, like what you actually did read. If you plan in any way, whether it's just a quick list like I have here that details out the prompts and the books you plan to read, whether you use the sticker kit from Creating & Co., whether you like draw book stacks and write in the books and prompts and color them in as you read, just kind of whatever way you choose to plan for this readathon and any reads throughout the week. So I think that is all the information I need to share with you. Like I said, I'll leave links to the blog and the Facebook group down below if you would care to check either of those out. If you're interested in ordering from Creating & Co. and haven't yet, she does have other like bookish and planner merch aside from just sticker kits. I will leave a referral link, which I believe if you use, you get $5 off your first purchase, or it's like a 10% off. I don't remember what it is, but you can use that link if you would like. And basically, I'm just really looking forward to this readathon. So I'd love to know if you plan to participate. If so, if you've got a TBR video, please link me to it below. Or if you don't, please do let me know what you plan to read in the comments, and I will chat with you there until my next video. Bye!